My focus is on trying to help families find their missing loved ones on the Navajo, well, on and off the Navajo reservation. And right now it's been a real hardship for that because a lot of the families are getting the runarounds, and with families trying to reach out to law enforcement on the reservation, a lot of them are getting turned down. A lot of these cases are turning into cold cases, and that's mainly what I try, to focus on, is not get them into cold case files. They need to be seen, they need to be heard, and, a lot of these missing persons cases are tossed to the side, and that's not what the Navajo Nation needs right now. We need to bring awareness of what is going on and why these cases are being tossed to the side. The thing is with all of this is that, reaching out to Navajo Nation government officials, it's not been very easy. The Vice President, Jonathan Nez, he's listening, but right now, Law and Order Committee and, the Public Safety for the Navajo Nation, they're kind of at a standstill, and right now we're really trying to get them to move forward and get, a resolution for the families out there. And it's, been a really hard road to go through with this, and, the families are hurting. Some of them are, they're reaching out but not being heard. The Navajo Police Department, Public Safety, brought to our attention that there's two categories for missing persons. One is if it is foul play, it's, concentrated on a lot more than if it wasn't foul play and if the individual had just walked off free will. So if the individual walked off free will, the case pretty much was put to the side. So because there's two categories, and, a lot of the times, and with this, some of these individuals, yes, they did just walk off free will. But look at the dates on these. I mean, if it was free will, they would have been found already. What I think, we need to bring up is that all missing cases, regardless if there's foul play involved or not, should be important. And because of that, I got involved with this because I had found out that one of my uncles had been missing, and just recently found out he was murdered. And, when I went and I looked into the NamUs database system, I realized that a lot of these Native Americans weren't categorized. They were put in as Hispanics or white or other. And another individual that I work with, she is also an advocate and a former police detective. Her name is Janet Franson from Lost and Missing in Indian Country. We collaborated, and she pulled out all the Native Americans from the NamUs database. Well, after she did that, I went in and I took out all the ones that were Navajo. And because of that, we came up with 29 individuals that are missing right now. And the reason why I got involved is because I know that something needs to be done with this. These families need help. When my uncle had gone missing, nobody was there to help. Nobody knew. There wasn't social media then. And now there's social media. And, that's our number one key that helps us with solving some of these cases and getting their voices and names heard, is because Facebook is there, Instagram is there. And, years ago we couldn't use that, and now we can, and I want to take advantage of that. For some of these families, it's really hard for them to come forward about a missing individual. And, a lot of them are afraid to come forward because Navajo Nation police departments don't take them very seriously. And I don't want to, step on anybody's toes. We all know that Navajo Nation Police Department is shorthanded. But the fact is that these people are missing and nothing is being done about it. And some of these families, they want to come forward, but they're hesitant. And from what I've experienced, I really hate to say this, but some of these CIs, these criminal investigators, they don't have the sympathy, they don't have the compassion to work with any of these families. And when a family senses that, they're not going to come forward with new information. They're afraid, they're hesitant. And, that's not what, we need. We need these families to come forward. And sometimes these things turn into secrets, and when it turns into secrets between families, it's not a very good outcome, because the person that is missing is usually the one that's going to suffer, because their name is not going to be heard. Their face is not going to be out there. Nobody's not going to even know they're missing if families don't speak up, and we need to do that. Right now I ask that, everybody please just open your hearts, listen. There's so many families that need help. There's, even myself, I need help. I need people that would come forward and become advocates. Come and let's collaborate and let's get something done about this, because our people are hurting and we can't have that happen. We can't let their faces or their names ever be forgotten.